Hey, it's Kira again. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It's in the morning time for me. It's at 9:30, and we are having another Mobile Minute. And I am on my way to see some more wonderful clients and people. I get 3 new folks today that I've never met, so I'm really excited about that, to see if I can help them to develop their life in a new and inspired way. So this morning I woke up about 5 a.m., I guess, and I had a wonderful idea. And I wonder when the last time it was that you had an idea where, you weren't just following through the motions, and that you weren't just, dealing with the kids, dealing with the husband, dealing with life. And there comes a time in all of our lives where we just stop wanting to deal with our life, deal with our relationships. You know what I mean? There's different. Now, what if you were having a inspired experience with your children, with your husband, and it wasn't just moving through the motions, and you were feeling phenomenal, and those ideas were coming to you, and you were just getting more and more into your power? Wouldn't that be nice? And it not be dramatic. Sometimes when we are just dealing with life, it's almost like something has to snap us out of our just dealing with it, and we have to experience some kind of drama around some aspect. And so what I'd like to talk about today is getting and cultivating some new ideas. So in order to have a new idea about anything, you have to feel as though you're moving towards something that needs ideas, right? You can't have a life where you're just kind of, going to work, going home, going to work, going home, and have an inspired idea. It just really doesn't work that way. So what I'd like you to consider is something that you really love to do. Maybe it's your hobby. Maybe it's your, something that feels fun to you, and connect with that hobby in a new way. And here is how I'm going to invite you to do that. You're going to connect with your hobby in a new way. Now, if you don't have one, I want you just to think about the common denominator in your life that makes you happy. Is it your family? Is it your friendships? Is it that, Friday night out with the girls? Is it, or the guys? Is it, hiking, biking, anything? And I'm going to invite you just to take that thing, whatever it is, and build some ideas around it and make it bigger than it just being for you. And let me tell you what that means. Like, for example, there's tons of organizations, there's tons of meetup groups, and I know that if you've already done a meetup group, you go wah wah, but there are thousands of different groups, so it's not like, oh, I tried that, or oh, I did that once. No, that's just not good enough. You're going to have to take it to a whole new level. And the reason why I push you in this way is because I want you to feel inspired. I want you to feel good. I want you to feel enlivened. I want you to wake up in the morning and go, oh, I got something to do. Something cool to do. Something cool to do tonight. Or something cool to do during the day. Or something like that. Because when we really find that thing that really connects us to our good, and we're in service somehow, what naturally happens and starts to prevail over our life is this feeling of goodness. And there's no dealing with things. There's being a part of things. There's connecting with one another. There's true building in our relationships. There's trusting ourselves to excel. There's not enough of us doing this right now. I'll be perfectly honest with you. There's not enough of us getting involved in organizations. There's not enough of us connecting with our purpose. There's not enough of us doing that. And how do I know that? Because as optimistic and as realistic and as focused as I am, I recognize the hard things in the world. I recognize the sad things in the world. I recognize those children that are starving. I recognize all of that. I do not put my head in the sand with this stuff. So if you believe that I'm that kind of person that's just, oh, she's just optimistic, oh, she's just talking about spirituality, or she's just talking about inspiration, yada, yada, yada. It's not true. What I know is that when I look around and I see the world is falling apart, I don't say, oh, yes, let me fall apart with it. I say, okay, what are we going to do? Where can I start right now to take myself out of just dealing with it, just dealing with life, just dealing with my day-to-day? Where is my purpose? Where is my passion? Where is my power? You know? See, you can fall down in the grave with someone, but it takes a real, true, powerful person, which I know you are, to help be that inspiration and to carry the people around you in a way that helps to excel and expand their lives. Now, you can do this so simply. You can volunteer at, like, well, I don't know, a children's shelter or home. You could volunteer at a homeless shelter. You could volunteer to ladle out soup on a Friday night, like I know a good friend of mine does. You know, you don't even have to do that. You can do a biking fundraiser if biking is your thing. Get a little Facebook group together and just do it. You know, just do it. Just, you know, put it together. Fundraise. Say, hey, you know, it's $10 to enter, and it's, you know, 50 cents a mile, and we're going to ride all the way up to Sedona. I don't know. And we're going to, you know, give all of the proceeds to, you know, Make-A-Wish Foundation. You know, we're going to give all the proceeds to whatever organization that you all agree is fantastic. And this could be an annual event. It could be a monthly event. It doesn't take a lot to organize this kind of thing, because kids are starting to do it now because the parents are just dealing with life. Kids, think about that. Think about that. You probably do and help your kids, you know, with organizations or volunteering more than you volunteer yourself. And as much as I think that's a wonderful thing and you're teaching them how to do that, they're also learning that, well, mom doesn't do it now, really. Or dad doesn't really do it now. You know, so when I'm an adult, I don't really know how to do this anymore. I mean, that could be the message that you're sending. We don't know. We don't know. You know, I don't know. So it's important to continue being of service, and it doesn't have to be hard. So please disconnect from that. So I want to help you to get some of those ideas flowing. Get out of that slump. Get out of that old way of being. You have so much more in your life to give, and in you to give. Now, I know that sometimes this seems like, oh, you know, oh yeah, charity, yeah, la la. Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking in particular. But you don't have to give that way either. You know, you can be of service to a friend. You know, be of service to someone that just needs a loving, helping hand. So there's so many ways. And I'm of service every single day. You know, I specifically get to work with people who are amazing, and they don't know it. And that's how I serve. That's how I serve. So it doesn't have to be one way. It could be an infinite number of ways. And so I put this out there this morning just to say, stop dealing. Get in with your life. Experience who you are. And start creating and manifesting those ideas. Let those ideas start to come back to you. You have so many important things to do in this life. And I really look forward to talking to you next time.